Hey, what is up, guys? This is the Epic Gamer Boy 2 here, and I just want to say that thank you so much for 1K subs on YouTube. 1K subs is a lot, um, and I've been spending, and this is also a 1 year and actually almost a 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube on this channel because I started it like on like later March last year because my channel that time got terminated because my old fans are like, hey, you screen recorded other people's videos, you should not do that. Hey, why are you subbotting? And stuff like that. And then my channel got like terminated, and then I've been using this since then. So yeah, so over this 1 year has been a lot going on, and it's really interesting how I hit like 1K subs. It took about like a year to it took us like about like a year to hit 1K subs over me on YouTube, which is pretty nice, I would say, because I think that does happen to some people depending on what content they upload and stuff like that. So here we have a few things planned for like 1K subs on YouTube. So for 1K subs, we're gonna be doing a phone. I'm just gonna call it an Apple collection since I do not have any Androids right now. And the last time when I did a phone collecting video, it was in like December of 2021. But here we are again doing another phone collection video because it's been like so long since I did one. So yeah, and let me think what else. So here are some plans for 1K subs. So since it's March, I decided to do a phone collection of March 2022. So there's some more things planned. So I'm doing a phone trade with Meowtech YT again. That will also be coming up kind of soon once those phones arrive to me. And no, just ignore it. Okay, anyways, so the second thing will be phone trade with Meowtech YT, and then the third thing for 1K subs is that I'm gonna be smashing a iPhone 6 Plus. Not this one. This is a 6S Plus, and like, let me tell you something about the 6 Plus. It's gold. It's 16 gigabyte. I'm pretty sure. It's iCloud locked, and it doesn't turn on. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna be destroying for 1K subs, along with some like 4Ss. Well, some of them are like, well, I would say some are like iCloud locked, but yeah. So for 1K subs, 3 things planned. So today we're gonna be doing a phone collection video, and then doing a video about a phone trade with Meowtech YT, and then lastly, let me think. Oh yeah, lastly, iPhone 6 Plus and 4S destruction for 1K subs. At first, I was gonna be destroying like a home phone, but then people, well, I actually did destroy a home phone, but I think a iPhone 6 Plus is more interesting than a home phone. So yeah, plus I already destroyed the home phone, so yeah, I'll just be waiting until then. So yeah, so this 1 year, this is like this YouTube channel. This channel here is almost hitting its 1 year anniversary. And yeah, I know I did upload videos before I started this channel. I think that's because I was trying to use this as my secondary main. Oh, it's because I was trying to use this as my second channel, like back when, like back when I still had the Epic Gamer Boy, because I was trying to use this as like a second YouTube channel for something, since I had so many subs on that back then. But then since it got terminated, I have to use this, and I've been using it for a year. So this channel here is hitting its 1 year anniversary, I would say. And also the reason, and like I said, the join date, it says November 2017. That's because this is my first Google account, and well, the channel itself is hitting its 1 year anniversary. That's all. So yeah, guys. So without further ado, let's get started with the. I'm just gonna call this a Apple collection since I do not have any Android phones. Also, the reason why it looks kind of small now because here's some stuff that has been happening to some other phones. So some of my other phones that I do not have anymore are either trade to someone, smashed over anger, and either lost to them or forgot about them or something like that. But in later March, I will have more phones and I will have more phones and more interesting technologies. So without further ado, let's get started. So we have the iPhones, iPod, just one, and 2 iPads. So let's get started. First up we have is an iPhone 4S white, 64 gigabyte. It's actually unlocked. To show my information. So there's something special about this 4S. So you can tell by the back here, it's not really a real 4S, or I mean, I've compared it to like my 32 gigabyte white ones I got from Macari, but unfortunately I raged that one because my parents made me quit Instagram. I know, speaking of quit Instagram, I did quit Instagram many times, but I don't want to, but sometimes I just get bored, and sometimes my parents caught me doing something on there, and then I just get frustrated. So yeah, yeah, this 4S is actually special. I can actually prove to you that it's a 64 gigabyte by going into settings. Yeah, right there. So yeah, this thing came with its original box. I think that box is actually fake, and this is why the back is like this, probably. But this phone was actually bought on Amazon for like, I would, oh, I remember the price. It was like $849 on Amazon, which is actually insane because that time I did have a black forest that my friend gave me. It was a 16 gigabyte black on Verizon, and then I think that phone unfortunately it got lost. So then I was like, why not get this forest? Because this forest is way better, has more storage. It's actually unlocked, which means I can actually use my carrier. But then comparing it to like an iPhone 5 SIM tray, it actually looked different. So I don't think my SIM card is gonna fit in this 4S. So yeah. So one time I downgraded this to like iOS 8.4.1, but then in like later November, the Panda Helper jailbreak started to get like revoked forever, which means I have to like wait until I get like a Windows computer, and that really sucks. So I think I installed something called iFiles, and then I messed up the jailbreak, so this thing's back on iOS 9.3.6. I'm still going to be keeping this thing because this is my main for us, and it has this case, which is actually pretty nice. And yeah, I'm still going to be keeping it because it's my main for us. Next up, we have here's an iPhone 5. I got this from a friend. It works perfectly fine. It's a 16 gigabyte on either AT&T or Sprint. Now it says Cricket. Oh, because I've been putting SIM cards in there many times. I'm not sure if this thing has a bad DSN or not, because when I try to put like a SIM card here, it just says SIM not supported, so I don't know. But it still works fine with no issues. Oh, also, if I can show you something, is that there's something special about this phone, because if I turn it off, it has this screen protector on it, but I'm just going to keep it until I get a new case, because that case feels hard to press and turn it on. can't really tell if it's off or not. Oh yeah, this is what the Apple logo looks like when it's booted up. The reason why is because this iPhone 5 was actually, my friend found this in like a recycling bin. I've actually I've actually gone to Target before. I've tried out the bins like 2 or 3 times, but I was being nervous because I was worried that I'm gonna get caught. But next time I'll stay there a little longer. But my friend found this in like a Target bin, and I got this along with some other devices I don't have anymore, like the S7, S2, Note 5. Well, the ZTE phone was just junk, so I don't really care about that. But mostly it's just the S2, Note 5, and S7. I got it along that. And the iPad 4 that I still have, which I'm going to be going to in a minute. So you can see the Apple logo was like that, because this used to be a white iPhone 5. But now it's in like a black house, slate black housing. But it's still pretty nice. I'm just gonna keep this thing. It's a 16 gigabyte and works great as well. I'm not supposed to be. Uh-oh, I need to clear out the notifications. Okay, what the? No, I'm not dealing with you, Tom. But yeah, it works fine. Next up, we have here is an iPhone 5C. I got this from a friend, but I got it in like November, and I still have it now. It's in this like spec case, which is, by the way, the spec case is really protective and really durable. So oh my gosh, why does this game keep showing up on here? Ew. It's Talking Tom, by the way. Yeah, but this iPhone 5C is pink. It's 16 gigs as well. But I believe this thing is actually unlocked, so I can actually use this with my SIM card, I believe. Yeah, this phone's actually unlocked, so I can actually use this with my SIM card. But this one's either on AT&T or Sprint, I remember. But it's just crooked because I put many SIM cards in there. Also, I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm just gonna go as quick as I can. So yeah, this 5C works perfect. Next up, we have is an iPhone 5S, 16 gigabyte unlocked. Oh my goodness, this game is pissing me off. Okay, so I had this thing since July 2021, which is really insane because I had this thing for over like almost 8 months, and this phone's actually really nice. I can actually use it with my SIM card. It's 16 gigabyte unlocked space gray, so I can actually also use this with my carrier if I ever get a SIM card again. And yeah, it used to have a good battery, but now the battery is getting a little bad on this. But it's like, at least it's like at least it still works perfectly fine. Also, I noticed that some part of the digitizer, like you have to press really hard to work. It didn't happen like that before, but now the digitizer started to become a little unresponsive. The whole part actually worked. But if I do this, if I tap on these 3 numbers, it just doesn't really work properly. I just have to press it like, I don't know why the digitizer does this. It doesn't really do that before. Oh, you see, now I got it to work. Yeah, I just have to press that part really hard to get it working. Yeah. Other than that, everything else works fine. Next up, we have is an iPhone 6s Plus, 64 gigabyte space gray. I was trying to show an Apple ID. I'll just enter the Apple ID so I don't have to deal with this problem later. I'll put the camera down. But yeah, it works perfectly fine with no issues. It's unlocked, and the battery health on this is 83. It used to be at 86 when I got it, but now it's at 83. It's probably doing better than like a normal 6S on iOS with 83% battery health. And this is like a really nice phone. and I liked it. By the way, this case was from my sister's old 6 Plus case, but the 6 Plus is not here anymore because I smashed it in 2019 because the digit header was messed up and I couldn't get the touch, and I couldn't really type the. I mean, when it was like iCloud locked, I couldn't even type. It kept like typing weird stuff by itself. So yeah. But this is a really nice phone, and yeah, I like it a lot. Next up we have here is an iPhone 7, rose gold, 128 gig. Battery? No. Battery health is 90. I almost shoot my information there. Yeah, but the battery health is 90, which works perfectly fine. It's no issues, and it has like an aftermarket screen, so this iPhone 7 is no longer waterproof. But my parents' iPhone 7 are still waterproof. I mean, water resistant. You know, most smartphones are not really waterproof except for like some Cairo styrofoam or something like that. But yeah, this iPhone 7 here has an aftermarket screen, so it's no longer water resistant. But I still like it because it has 90% and it has 100% battery health. And rose gold is actually my favorite color on an iPhone, so yeah, really nice to have. But this thing's on AT&T, so yeah. It just says AT&T. Yeah, SIM locked. Next up, we have here the 7 Plus, 128 gigabyte black with 100% battery health. I got this on my birthday, which is actually a better birthday gift than last year, because last year I got like fake AirPods, which I was like, really? But I still worked it out somehow. Yeah, 128 gigabyte. By the way, all of these are on 15.4. And yeah, it works great and everything. I like this phone a lot as well. I was gonna trade it to my friend for like trade these to my friend for like a 12 mini, but then my parents refused to because this is like way too much phones, and I guess until I have like more phones, like about like 50 to 100 phones, then I could trade these. But yeah, or I can just get like a 12 myself. I think getting a 12 myself is actually better because I still want to keep these. And yeah, works perfectly fine with no issue. This is also on AT&T. Next up, we have here is an iPhone 8. 256 gigabyte on. It's also gold on, and the battery health is on 81. At 81. It has been 81 since July, since I got it. I had this thing since July. The battery health was 81 back then. It's still 81 nowadays, which means this phone doesn't really want to die. Wow, I'm so surprised. And yeah, really nice phone. I'm still gonna keep. I actually used this as my main phone a little bit because I raised out my entire phone devices in June, and then this is the only thing I had back then. So yeah, and then I got this 5S and then so on. So next thing we have here is a iPhone. Alright, so that's all the iPhones I got. I will be getting more iPhones soon, so yeah guys, stay tuned. Oh, and I'm getting a new 6S 64 gigabyte space gray unlocked with 100% battery health from another seller because I traded the one my friend, the great gamer, gave me for that one because the camera didn't work. So yeah. So over here we have, so this is the only iPod I have. I think the next iPod I want to get is a 6th gen because I've never had a 6th gen before. I had a 5th gen before, but the battery on that is so shit. So yeah. So here it is. So this is my iPod Touch 7th gen. It's gold 32 gigabyte and it works perfectly fine. I got this on Christmas this year, which is really nice. Lastly, we got the iPad. So starting off with this one here, we have an iPad 4. It's 16 gigabyte wide. It's a Wi-Fi only model. It works perfectly fine with no issue, and I do not want this bullcrap game with me here. And wait, why can't I delete it? Yeah, it works perfectly fine with no issue. And I actually like this iPad a lot because also I got this from a friend called Gigabyte. When I first had it for a few days, the screen was cracked, and then my dad like took it away because I keep getting cut on it. But then two months later he gave it back to me because just to get the screen fixed so I don't get cut myself. So yeah, this is a really nice iPad. I'm gonna be keeping it. And lastly, it's an iPad 6th gen, my main iPad here. It's a 128 gigabyte space gray, and it works fine with no issues. So yeah, guys, this is all for my phone This is all for my. I'm just gonna call this an Apple collection. So I hope you guys liked this video here. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.